What's going on there, YouTube? It's Gores here, giving you guys a combo tutorial for the new Tenyi Synchro combo. I really have been enjoying this deck in Ranked Ladder. I think you guys will really appreciate this combo. It really helps the problem getting to Virud. So without further ado, let's just get into this combo. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to special summon out our Tenyi Spirit Vishuddha to our side of the field. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to follow up with our Red Rose Dragon. Then we're going to Synchro into our Baron de Fleur, this is the point where we get to create common states where our opponent can't really interact with our combo without at least 2 interact. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to activate the effect of our Red Rose Dragon in Graveyard. Red Rose is going to allow us to summon out our Rox Rose to our side of the field, which is then going to trigger Rox Rose's effect to add our Basil Rose Shoot from our deck to our hand. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to activate the effect of our Basil Rose Shoot to bring back our Red Rose Dragon. Now we're going to link these two into our Crystron House E5X. So now that we've summoned out our Crystron Hulk Fibers, we're going to use the effect of Hulk. This is going to let us search out our Deathbot 001. And then we are going to link the Deathbot 001 and the Hulk Fibers into our Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Auroradon is then going to summon out 3 tokens for us, which will trigger the effect of our Despot 1. Keep in mind that Baron's going to keep asking to negate, so might get a little annoying mid-combo. So now we're going to use the effect of our Despot 001 in order to throw this back. And then we are going to sync into our Herald of the Arclight. Excuse me. Now that we have the Herald of the Arclight out, we have an additional option state to keep playing through an interruption. And then we are going to use the effect of our Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon to tribute himself in the token to summon out our Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion from our deck. Now that we have the O-Lion out, we can synchro into our Denwong, and now that we have the Denwong out, we can summon a token off the O-Lion, and then Denwong with 1 booster for our hands in here. But as you can see, we already drew it. Which isn't that big of an issue, because we have plenty of other goodies that we can search. So I guess here we'll just search for Chi-Wen. So we get our token, and then we get to search for our Yang Zing card. We'll just go ahead and grab the Chi-Wen here. Now we are going to Synchro Summon 8 into our Borreload Savage Dragon. Going to trigger the effect of Borreload Savage Dragon and the Danglong. So we're going to go Chainlink 1 Danglong and Chainlink 2 Borreload. So Danglong is going to summon out our Zephyr, and then the Borreload Savage Dragon is going to equip our Auroradon to him, making him a 4,000 beat stick. Which then we're going to set the counter trap, and just like that, off of just Vishuddha and Red Rose, we end our turn with 4 interruptions for our opponent to deal with. So that's pretty good. Your opponent's definitely going to have a rough time. This is a 2-card, 4 interruption combo, 2 of them being over 3,000 attack points, and just able to negate everything. So now I get to show you what we can do with Ashina, which is insane. So let's get right into that. Alright, and we are back, guys. So this is the Ashina version of the combo. So if you have enough Ashina or Foolish Burial Goods and a way to Ashina, we can go for like this. So we are going to summon out the Ashina, North Red Rose. This is going to look very familiar all the way up until a certain point, y'all. So we are going to make our Baron de Fleur, and we are then going to effect of our Red Rose Dragon to summon out the Rox Rose. And then we are going to summon Rocks Rose in defense position, and then use its effect to search for our Basil Rose Shoot. Next up, we're going to activate the effect of our Basil Rose Shoot to summon back our Red Rose Dragon. Then we're going to link these two into our House of Firebreath. House of Firebreath effect is going to activate, and we are going to summon out our Despot 1 from our deck. Then we're going to link into Auroradon. As I said before, this is going to get very familiar. Then the Auroradon will summon out our 3 tokens. Which is then going to trigger the effect of our Despot 1 in the graveyard. Next up, we are going to Synchro Summon into our Herald of the Arclight. And then we are going to use the effect of our Auroradon to tribute itself and the token in order to summon out our Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion from our deck. Now we can special summon out our Danglong, which will then trigger the effect of O-Lion in Graveyard to summon out a token, and then the Danglong will search. So we're going to chain link our Danglong with our O-Lion, so O-Lion will be chained too. And we are going to search for the counter trap. And then we are going to do something a little bit different here, y'all. So we can go ahead and set the counter trap now, but we are going to actually activate the effect of our Ashina now, which is going to lock us into Worm for the rest of the time. This is so that we don't lose our token before we resolve its effect. So we are going to summon out our Tenyi Spirit Vishuddha from our deck. And then we are going to Synchro Summon into our Draco Berserker. And then we are going to use the effect of our Danglong in order to summon out our Chi-Wen, which is going to get locked. Now, we can either summon Chi-Wen or our Jiaotu here, but we are actually going to just go right ahead and go into Baxia. We're going to summon it to this column here. Then we're going to set our Heavenly Dragon Circle and activate the effect of Baxia. So you only go into Baxia if you drew the Jiaotu. I just wanted to showcase to you guys that even if you draw the Jiaotu, you can end on the same board. And you just have to have one other card. But otherwise, if you don't draw Jiaotu, you just summon Baxia. And fun fact, if you do want to go with the Baxia route, you can lock your opponent out of Lights, which is actually going to shut them out of Eldritch. But if you just need to summon out the Jiaotu, and you can lock your opponent out of Darks, which is going to out the Phantom Knight matchup. So if you play in any Master Duel tournaments, this could be some good knowledge for you to have. But this board is going to end on our Chao Fang, who says when it dies, we get to search our deck for any tuner monsters. So we can go ahead and search for Ash Blossom if we need to. We have an Omni Negate in the form of Herald, and we have a Banish Any monster effect that activates, and also can swing over stuff and gain attack when it destroys and make an additional attack. And then we have an Omni Negate in Baron de Fleur, and we have our Omni Negate in the form of 9 Pillars of the Yang Zing. So there are a few options that you can take with the deck. The combo is actually insane. Make sure you guys try it out for yourselves. I've personally been really enjoying it in Ranked Ladder. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the deck profile. I'm super excited to give it to you guys. And really excited for the rest of my equipment to show up in the mail here so that I can start showcasing you guys more content and bringing you guys more awesome content. Make sure you guys go ahead and hop over to the Facebook group if you have Facebook and follow the Dragon Rider games for big prize tournaments, there is actually a huge cash prize tournament on Dueling Book this weekend. So even if you guys don't happen to catch it, make sure you guys go check out the stream and support our buddies over there in Dragon Rider games. But without that, thank you guys so much for the support. This is Gores signing off.